You know, it's funny, right? Like being on camera is always uncomfortable for me. Like I'm always on camera, but I'm never. I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable on stage rapping than I am talking. For some, especially if I don't know what I'm about to talk about. But what's good though is that life is good, and these past few years, honestly, I'll just say since I started my creative journey, has been tough as fuck. It was so much easier. No, it seemed so much easier when all I wanted to do was work and get a check. Like I had a good job, I had a 401k. You know, I had a job that people retire from. I had infinite access to airplanes to travel anywhere around the world. You know, and I gave it up because it was just so out of alignment with my spirit, yo, and my purpose on this planet. True story, bro. The CEO of this airline, United Airlines, came in one day, and thank God I wasn't there. I would have got fired sooner. But he said that somebody asked him, why aren't we making more money? He said his response was, and not verbatim, but he said, well, to be honest, you know, you don't need a degree to be in this position. So essentially, you guys are unskilled workers, meaning that like we could easily replace y'all. That's exactly what they did. They went and outsourced a lot of the employees, downsized crazy. People got cut, you know, laid off, downsized, hours cut, and they started hiring these third-party contractors. And you know, the idea of being an unskilled worker, that shit rubbed me the entirely wrong way. You know, like wow, like yo, have you heard these raps? You heard these raps, bro? You know, like man, like you see these hats, bro. Like that's to say that people are unskilled because of how they fit in your system. You know, it's just like the computer, right? I had the computer on this little lovely desk. We bought this desk, put a computer, put a computer on the desk, and we never use it because our back was to the rest of the house. So once we changed the position of the computer and put it someplace more accessible where we can see the babies running around, we use it a lot. Like it's used a lot, you know. And you could be the right person just in the wrong place, have the right idea in the wrong environment, you know. Be a genius in a place where genius is not celebrated. So, you know, one thing that I'm about to post on my social media today. Today's message is like, yo, I've had brilliant ideas that I share with people, and they were totally not appreciated. You know, like that's good. That's cool. That would be dope. You know, good job, Jim. But we gonna keep doing this over here. And it happened so many times. Eventually, I started doing the ideas myself, and the same things that people told me I shouldn't do. So let's go. Let's go back to 2014. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be a journalist. I'm gonna be a photographer. I do my first art gallery in the 2013. My management was like, bro, that's a terrible idea. You're a rapper, bro. Focus on music. Don't you know? Ah, now every rapper has a podcast, and some of the top analysts and you know are hip hop people from the hip hop community. No degrees, no experience. They got in the game. Literally the top people. And they, even as of right now, you know, yo, man, I think we should be recording our live shows and put them out as albums. Good idea, Jim. No action towards it. And to prove my point, man, I was in the studio at Purple Pounds the other day. Ace Moolah walking on. If y'all know who Ace Moolah is, Ace Moolah is one of the front runners of this Jersey drill sound, if not the originator of the Jersey drill sound, which is the sound of the world right now. Right? Everybody, people, musicians of all cultures have made Jersey drill, Jersey club records. And I told him the idea, and he's like, yo, it's genius, brilliant, you know? So again, you know, we get to remove ourselves from places that we are tolerated and put ourselves in positions where we are celebrated. It just works better. It's God's design. You know, we get comfortable in things that just don't work, man. That's which one? I'll say this hat. This is the first collection of Dusant before Dusant was a brand. It was just merch, and this was one of the OGs that have a Jolly Rancher stuff inside. I mean, have kids, they say. Have kids, they say. But the heart, man, the heart being broken, the first collection, man, it's like we go through things and we gotta put ourselves back together. I'm on the latter end of that process where I'm putting myself back together, and it's the most rewarding thing. So to go from this space where I'm admittedly broken, but I'm searching for answers, I'm searching for solutions, I'm searching for um, opportunity to feel better. That's really what's the beginning of this whole journey. Like, I just want to feel better. Actually, this right here is the beginning of the journey. This is the first hat. One of the first hats, because the first one was black with the red heart. I just want to feel better. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that entails. I don't even know what I have to do so. But I know that's possible for me to healing is possible. And then fast forward, we get to where we are now, where it's like this hat is a mistake, but it's a beautiful mistake. We're gonna do this hat at one point, the inside out hat, but just no corduroy on the inside. Where we're no longer broken, and we acknowledge the fact that we're healing. And our scars are beautiful. Our journey is beautiful. All the missteps, the mistakes, the wrong turns, the backtracking, all of the spinning of all the blocks, is all worth it if we could live long enough. So, it's trust yourself. I think if God's telling me anything now, a lot of the relationships that I've had over these, I've attempted my best to maintain. A lot of the ones I thought were so important have dissolved, and they dissolved themselves. I've been actually holding on to things, like to dead trees, trying to hold on, trying to keep them alive, trying to keep dead plants alive. And it's like, yo, no, let them go back to the earth. Let them turn into fertilizer for something else. And here we are. I get to trust myself. You get to trust yourself. Right. When's the last time you told yourself, hey, I trust you. I trust me. That's where I'm at right now. I truly trust myself. I believe in my vision. I believe in my dreams. I believe in my purpose. Man, something else cool, right? One of the biggest mistakes I've been making is I've been looking at my art as if it's just music, as if it's just merch, right? And it's been getting treated as such. So at this point, I realized that my purpose is to use my voice to be a catalyst for change, right? Let's close the wealth gap. Let's make something happen. Let's be happy. Let's be content. Let's be, what's the word? Let's be compassionate to ourselves and to our neighbors, man. But yeah, it's a word starts with a C. But in any event, the goal is to be at peace. Be at peace with yourself in the midst of this war that we're in with the world. You know what I'm saying? It's an obvious war. It's a war where they're actually using weapons and tanks and grenades. Actively right now, they've been bombing hospitals and communities, people, relentlessly. At the same time, it's a war in our minds. It's a war in our television. It's a war in our phones. It's in our pockets. It's a war out here. Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, we feel it. I know you feel it the same way I feel it. So, we get to champion. We get to evolve, man. We get to evolve from being broken and champion the fact that we're healing, and that the fact that the healing never stops. But your scars make you beautiful. They are what shape you. Your experiences are what shape you. And man, the making this brand new song has really been a game changer for me, because for the first time, it's not about Jimmy So Dope. It's been about me for so long, and that's never been my intention with my music, with my existence. But you get caught up in this hip hop thing where it's about, how fresh I am. Although I be fresh, it's just expression, right? I believe that I'm an instrument of God. I believe that God is experiencing life through me, through you. Life is just experiencing. I'm just another version, another vehicle, another beam of light. No different than anybody else. I'm shining like everybody else, but I communicate through my clothes and through my music. Through song, the tagline is it's a music and fashion community where every garment has a story and every song has a soul. You know, music lives forever, man. Same thing with dope designs. So yeah, one thing I do want to touch on this book right here. Kobe, wow, appreciate you. Right, I can't keep these books out because my son is a we going his nickname is James the Destroyer. Not Drax, it's James the Destroyer. But Kobe, man, Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality. You know, like this book is everything. At the moment I saw it, the moment my eyes saw it, I knew I had to own it, and I purchased it immediately. Thank God. Right, but man, I remember this. I remember this thing. I remember this thing. It's crazy. But it's the mentality, yo. Like we get to have that mentality where it's really about like, yo, like here's what I desire. Here's my desired outcome. I'm going to work relentlessly, rigorously, and vigorously to accomplish it, to experience it. You know, I've fallen short of my own greatness for so long, so many times, that I in my mind, I became synonymous with the underdog. You know, like I became the underdog in my own movie with no clear path to overcoming that mentality, that space of being. I love that these cups don't have any logos because they ain't paying us to be drinking their coffee on camera. People like the tattoo video did very well. Got a lot of comments, right? Thank you, my boy Sebastian, man. This man's a brilliant genius, brother, killing with the camera. But you know, the first thing somebody said to me was that when they seen the video, like actually one of the early videos, like one of me just talking, they just peeped my neck. So I didn't want to talk about it. I'm gonna let people notice it. My boy DM me like, yo, call my boy, this guy, this dude, fucking hater. But he DM me like, yo, tattooing your neck, bro? Like you ain't worried about? No, I'm not. Bro, nothing. This is how the creator is expressing himself through me. This is like to the point where I look at my old photos. I look weird without the tattoo. You know, from the Ankh to Sankofa, you know, to the different African prints, to the lion on my voice box. You know, on the whatever you call it, not the voice box, whatever you call this little part right here, whatever this is, right? This is raw expression, yo. This is how I have to be. This is how the creator designed me to be. Like, yo, speak your truth. Be your truth. You know, be relentless in pursuit of your mission.